Welcome to DBB classes. Dear cadets, today I discuss Civil Defense Organization and its duties. First we will discuss the introduction of a civil defense and organization. Introduction. The aim of a war is to force the national will on the enemy. This is achieved by crippling his capacity to withstand war, by demoralizing the population, destruction of production potential, and rupturing of communication. To minimize the suffering caused by the war, it is necessary to take civil defense measures. And civil defense, short CD. It is measures adopted by civilian population, government, local self bodies, and a voluntary organization, etc. During the war, they minimize the effects of enemy action on men and material. In short, it is defense of the citizen by the citizen. Then, civil defense is the much misunderstood subject because it is often confused with the air raid precautions taken during the war. There were many other measures necessary to deal with effects of direct and indirect raids, and such measures cannot be disassociated from the civil defense measures. Civil defense measures consist of the following. First, protective preventive measures. Measures which may be taken before an air raid, such as disposal of population and industries, camouflage, preparation of shelter, warning and training, etc. Then, control measures. The measures taken immediately after the raid, such as recommissions, reporting of damage and unexploded bombs, rescue of casualties, control of service, clearance of debris, and extinguishing of fires. Third, restorative measures. The measures which become necessary after an air raid include feeding, revealing shelter, and clothing, salvage of property, disposal of dead, disposal of unexploded bombs, control of infection and contamination, repair of damage caused to utility service, etc. Organization at a district level. How organize district level the civil defense? I discuss how organize the district level civil defense. In a district, the district magistrate is the ultimate authority on civil defense. He is designated as the controller of the civil defense. He is responsible for implementation of all civil defense measures by the district departmental heads, such as civil surgeon, superintendent of police, PWD engineer, publicity officers, etc. They are appointed by him as in charge of various civil defense services. He also constitutes an advisory committee out of the people possessing qualities of leadership and discipline, who can arouse and sustain public interest in a civil defense service. Civil defense service. At local level, the various existing agency will be responsible for organizing a suitable civil defense service on the subject entrusted into the agency in normal times. For example, civil surgeons in charge of casualty service, civil defense officers in charge of supply services, and so on. The various civil defense service are under. First is a headquarters service. This service works under control of civil defense. Then warrant service. It is a link between the public and the authorities. This service responsible for organizing self-help parties, fire parties, and to check light restriction, report damage, and guide homeless to the rest centers. Third, firefighting service. They detect small fires and put out the same. For casualty service, the function of the service are rendering first aid on the post, first aid on the spot, providing transport to casualty for short distance, to send various casualties for further treatment. Communication service. This service is responsible for receipt and dissemination of air raid warning, provision of coordination and control facilities, provision of communication between warden post control centers through messengers or telephone, etc. Training service. This service is responsible to train the necessary staff in the civil defense duties. Rescue service. Their duty is to rescue the injured and personnel trapped under the debris. Welfare service. It is responsible to supply information about missing and dead, etc., to provide shelter, food, and clothing, and to arrange evacuation from vulnerable areas. Depot and transport service. It is this service which is responsible to send various services to the scenes of an incident and provide necessary transport required from time to time. Salvage service. It is responsible to salvage the damaged property and keep it safe custody. Corpse disposal service. This service is responsible for collection, identification, and disposal of dead bodies. Supply service. This service is responsible for planning, organizing, and procuring necessary equipment for civil defense service, and proper storage and a quick distribution of equipment at the time of need. Besides the above noted service, the civil defense organization will be required to set up, repair, and demolition parties, and make arrangement for the care of animals through appropriate existing agencies operating in the town. Working of all the above noted service will be coordinated by headquarters service working under the direct control of a civil defense controller. NCC can help the civil defense by helping them in a welfare service and a message service. Thank you.